What is the difference between semen retention and nofap? That's what we're covering in this video. So guys, if you want to know the difference between the two, you came to the right video. I'm going to go ahead and explain this as best as I can for you guys and as clear, so you guys be like, oh shit, you know what, that's the difference and this is how they're related. It's pretty much somewhat similar, and then you guys will see the differences. So anyways, if you guys are wondering which one's the better one to practice, in my honest opinion, practice nofap. And you guys are probably being if you're on the semen retention side and you don't really pay attention to nofap, you're gonna be like, why should I practice nofap? And if you're on nofap, you're like, hell yeah, bro, you know what, I'm already doing that. So anyways, guys, this is why you need to practice nofap. And nofap and semen retention, they're related, very similar but also different. So anyways, so with nofap, so you guys understand, pretty much it's it's PMO, which is your spicy content. You can't watch that, you can't do any of the meat beatings, and then also your O, which is your climax, releasing your seed. So think about it, if you don't do the meat beatings and you don't release your seed, essentially that's semen retention, and that's how they're related. That's how they're the same thing. You know, when you're on semen retention, you can still do the meat beatings, but you can't hit your climax and release your seed, because like on semen retention, it's retaining, and that's where you get the benefits. And then also on nofap, you also get the benefits as well, because you're not releasing your seed. But then on top of that, this is the additional part where I think it's a little bit better for those of you that just practice semen retention. This is why essentially I say nofap is better, is because if you guys didn't know, spicy content really affects your brain. It messes it up in so many ways. It gives you a false reality. It makes you more and more, how can I say it, visual. You know, you think way differently than what you would, you know, if you didn't watch spicy content. So it takes about 90 days to reset your mind and reset it back to normal, where it should be. So if you guys are watching spicy content, it's not good for you. Also, another downside is, you know, it can give you ED. So for those of you guys that are like on the older side, you know, your testosterone's already going downhill, because this is something that happens naturally, guys. Is, you know, as you start aging, like from your 30s, your testosterone pretty much starts going down. It starts going downhill. So you're going 30, 31, 32, all the way up into your 40s, 50s, and your testosterone just like curves down. It's something that's natural, guys. So it's something to keep in mind. So when you practice nofap, which essentially is the spicy content, meat beatings, and releasing your seed, you know, that spicy content, you're no longer going to have performance issues. So if you're the type of guy that, you know, you have performance issues, which I hope you guys don't, but just keeping it out there, you know, this is something that you could probably do and will help you out. And if you end up running into this issue later on down the road, we'll be like, oh shit, you know what, I wonder if it's the spicy content or some shit like that. But anyways, guys, so going more in depth, you know, with cutting out the spicy content, it's that additional benefit over the semen retention. So when you think about it, semen retention gives you so many benefits, which is pretty much, you know, you're going to get more confidence, you're more energetic. And this is just because like your seed's being stored within, your body's not having to produce it and spend extra resources on your seed. Because essentially when you think about it, that's the highest priority, is pretty much continuing the, how can I say it, reproduction purposes. So it prioritizes that. So that's why, like, you know, you'll start noticing all these extra benefits, feeling energetic, feeling confident, feeling more dominant, more like aggressive. It's not one of those things that, you know, most people really talk about, but it's partly due to semen retention. And that's because like your testosterone's going up, it's being more and more built, because it's no longer being forced into your seed, it's going back into your body, being reused in a different way. So pretty much, like, if you guys didn't realize, it takes about like 64 days or some shit like that to pretty much produce your seed. So after you hit like those 60 some days, pretty much your body will start using its resources wisely and reusing it into you. So that's why, like, you know, people notice like their skin become more healthier, more vibrant. They'll feel their eyes like a whole lot better. Just like your energy levels, it's one of those things that, you know, it's really badass and awesome. And so with nofap and semen retention, they both participate in that, because going back to the PMO on nofap, you know, it's pretty much the meat beating and releasing your seed. And you know, semen retention, you're just retaining your seed. So you can edge and shit like that, which I wouldn't recommend. That's why Nofap is a little bit better, because you can't do the meat beating, you can't do the M part. And that's pretty much why I say Nofap is better in my opinion. You guys might agree to disagree, don't really matter, but overall I'm gonna say Nofap is better, because you're also cutting out the spicy content. And like how I said, there's so many downsides to watching spicy content. It gives you a false reality, ED. And then also, you know, there's other ways how it affects your brain. I'm not going to go into depth on that, because that's more of like the science part, and I'm just looking at the main highlights, what I think is important and crucial, and pretty much what I remember as well. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Don't forget to drop me the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, you might want to consider checking out some of my other videos. And if you stayed here all the way to the end, I just want to say thank you guys, and I really do appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, dropping me those likes, and then commenting down below your opinions and all that. That helps me out with the YouTube channel and the YouTube algorithm. But anyways, I just want to say I hope you guys have a great day, and you guys take care.